We are good, buddy.
Are we on?
Oh, yeah, we're on.
We're on. Welcome to the Overheard Podcast, recorded live in Banff. My name is Daniel Rudel. With me always, my co-host.
Matty Rage, let's go.
This week, very, very special guest. We got Taxi Mike with us.
Let's go.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mike. If it's your first time joining us, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. It tremendously helps us. We look at the analytics every week, and tons of people jump in, watch, don't subscribe. Every little bit helps. So if you could do us a favor,
Smash it, dude.
hit it up, man, please, so we can keep bringing you more and more shows. So, Taxi Mike, this is bio. Retired taxi guy, music guy, website guy, crypto guy, golf and ski guy, camping and gun guy, and he likes beer.
Cheers to that.
Absolutely.
We like to give everyone a big cheers at home. Before we get into things, us at the Overheard Podcast, we like shafts, the non-alc and the alc, if you're into that.
I like shafts too.
You like shafts?
Yeah, they are
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Taxi Mike's a big fan? Okay, nice. So we're going to go check in with them. We'll be back with you in 20 seconds. This episode is brought to you by the Non-Alc Shaft. If you're looking for a clean energy drink that's gluten-free, vegan, naturally caffeinated with real coffee, perfect for the quick pick-me-up in the middle of the afternoon, or heck, in the morning when you're on the way to the hill, be sure to check out the beautiful black non-alc can sold as singles or as 4-packs down at Townhouse Liquor. I know my fridge is stocked up. All right, welcome back to the Overheard Podcast. We got Taxi Mike. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us.
My pleasure.
What's been shaking? How's retirement treating you?
Yeah, starting to feel like I'm retired now.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's, I was taking care of mom's estate, so that was a full-time job. So
No doubt.
it's everything's calmed down, and I'm actually waking up in the morning and going, oh, what am I going to do today? I don't have anything to do.
Nice.
Amazing. Well, our condolences to you, Mike, and
Thank you.
yeah, happy that you're finally kind of settling into a well-deserved retirement. What's been going on this week? What have you guys been up to?
Well, I just was camping at Maple Lake.
Nice.
So spent just about a week out there hanging out at the marina where Churchy is. And yeah, it was good. Yeah,
Nice.
Super nice weather. So that was well needed.
Man, I wish I could say the same.
Yeah,
I've been outside all weekend. I feel like every time I go outside, I'm getting rained
Dude, it rained
on.
like 3 separate times yesterday.
If you guys were checking up with us, we're at the Canmore Folk Fest this weekend.
No doubt.
Especially on the Saturday night? It got pounded with rain.
Did it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was torrential. Our neighbors, the Calgary Folk Club, got to give them a big shout out to Susan Phil. They had like ankle deep puddle in their tent. Everyone's just trying to keep their electronics and everything dry. But we stuck it out, and the Folkies came out even that night to put on a huge crowd for the final shows, which was great. Got to give a big shout out to Adam from Hey Jack, Mike Schwartz, the Pan Man, as well as Jimmy from Rocky Mountain Live. If you don't give those guys a follow, we had a great time holding down the booth space this weekend at the Folk Fest. So, yeah, it was a great time. You guys ever been to Folk Fest?
No.
I haven't, no.
No.
It's so cool. Like,
yeah.
there is not an uninteresting person in that crowd. And it's so chill. There's like, they play bagpipes in the morning and everyone kind of races, but not really races. Like, it's a very, I want to say, calm race to go put your blankets and tarps down. Kind of like fish show style, but like the fish guys, they run, they book it. It was so cool. What a cool weekend. So big thanks for the Canmore Folk Fest for having us.
No doubt.
Back to Mike. Let's start. How did your story in Banff begin?
I was unemployed.
Yeah.
And a ski bum, had a ski pass. And I moved here in 1993 from Calgary, where I was born.
1993.
Nice.
Wild.
I think that was
moved here on New Year's Day.
Really?
nice.
Yeah.
That's got to be like, that's got to be one of the worst days to move. I've had to do it once on New Year's Day, and it's like, I used to party back then, so.
Depends on how your New Year's Eve went, I guess.
It used to be always crazy in those days, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you came here to do some skiing, 1993. What is it about Banff that keeps you here?
Oh, the mountains, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still skiing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to go?
Well, Lake Louise is the best, without a doubt. When they got the snow, but then
Yeah.
Sunshine gets the snow.
True. It's
And
like
Norquay is just close and easy.
Yeah,
I would
that's a good
agree.
point. That Power 4 pass is like, what is it, like $100 a person or something?
it's wild. My buddy Burnsy, big shout out. He came down to say what's up to us at the Folk Fest. And sorry, we just had a little camera lag there. He came to give us a shout out at the Folk Fest, and he was saying he was looking into getting passes for him and his family, and like super affordable. He's got 3 young kids, and like
Yeah.
definitely a good call. Skiing. Been skiing for a while. Did you ski before you moved out here?
Oh, yeah. I've been skiing since I was 13.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Like, what would you say your style is? Were you a park rat? Were you always a big mountain chaser or what? Pow guy?
Moguls.
Moguls.
Oh,
Yeah. As soon as I could ski moguls, I skied moguls. And yeah, that's been now I'm too old to do them. Like, I like little ones. They're okay.
Yeah.
Volkswagen size. Yeah.
It's so high impact.
dude.
If you ever seen the mogul skiing, it's like
it's insane.
Whoa.
I
Yeah,
can't really do that good on a board, so
I always stay away from them as
Yeah.
a snowboarder.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's like 30 centimeters of pow in there, because it deters a lot of people, and it kind of slows you down enough where you can enjoy them.
oh yeah, I guess.
Backside lake trees, like ptarmigan trees.
Oh yeah.
They get moguled out, but when there's snow, it's so fun and tight in there.
Nice.
Mike, you've been here a long time. What advice would you give to someone that would like want to make Banff their permanent home?
Get a real job. No, I mean, if you're going to be in Banff and you're going to be a waitress or a waiter, yeah, find yourself a real job.
100%.
Like find yourself something with benefits, with a pension, if you're going to hang around,
100%.
or a company that you can move forward with, like, the Banff Springs, Rimrock, something you can go up the levels, Banff Center.
Absolutely. That's some pretty great advice, honestly.
And especially the way this town turns over, opportunities happen, but you got to be in the door.
For sure. 100%. And I think
So Parks Canada, there's another one,
100%. I think the longer you stay here, the more your network kind of grows. And I think it's about jumping on those opportunities when they present them to you,
Yeah. I find a lot of people that have stayed long term go medical too, like hospital nurses and
Oh yeah.
that kind of stuff,
That's a good point.
something solid.
Yeah, like you got to do it at some point. I mean,
Yeah.
is what it is. Depends where you work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and depends what you want to do too. You want to enjoy your life too. You don't want to be at a miserable job for the rest of your life. So
No.
Of course not.
I think that's how I ended up driving cab, because it's easy job.
Did you enjoy your time driving cab? Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Like, I don't think that was a big thing growing up. I told myself I'd never want to go to a job that I didn't like. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you wake up every day, you're dreading going to work.
yeah. See, and I never did that. It was, got to work at 4 or work at 3 or whatever, and you just do your shift. And it's not like you got a boss over your shoulder or anything like that. You're kind of your own boss, but
Yeah, no doubt.
You're responsible for the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what the dispatcher knows, is how much money you're
bringing in.
bringing
yeah.
in. So
Yeah.
and the meter, but
Well, yeah. That's crazy. How long did you do that for?
taxi,
Yeah.
20 years.
Nice.
20
So you must have
years.
liked it if you did it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Any interesting stories?
Well, the funniest would be Noodle Man.
Noodle Man.
Noodle Man.
Noodle Man. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
God.
a wedding, like a prominent Banff wedding,
Okay.
and they had it at a tent behind the White Museum.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like,
What a location.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm parked on the road by the tent. There's not really a spot to pick up people, so I'm just hoping they see me.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting, and finally some people come to the cab. I know everyone, but they come and, oh yeah, well, we're waiting for so and so, he's being a problem. And we're waiting, and a couple more show. Oh yeah, well he's coming. They've gone to get him, and then they get him, and he comes, and his arms are crossed like this, and they're basically carrying him to the cab. And he's like,
that's
yeah. F this, F that. You guys are all effing assholes. Blah, blah, blah.
Great.
You know, they basically force him into the cab. And he's like, I was partying, you know, and he's so hammered. And hammered people, you're either really hammered and it's like, okay, I'm really hammered. It's time to go home.
Yeah.
The other side is, oh, I'm really hammered. Hey, we're in first gear now. Like, let's keep the party going. And
There's no stopping.
That was him. To a T, like, you know, I was having a good time. Why are we leaving? You know, all of this. And so it's a full cab, like, well, I think it was the Prius. So it would have been 5 people plus, or 4 people plus me. Mm-hmm. And we get, everyone's going to his place, him and his wife and another couple. And anyways, we get there and it's time to get out of the cab. Yeah. Well, he becomes Noodle Man.
Oh, okay.
Where he goes completely limp.
Yeah.
So you can't pick him up, right? Like, you just, like...
He's like falling asleep from the ride home.
Well, no, he's not falling. He's swearing the whole way to the house. But, you know, he's uncooperative about everything. It's like, now he's got to get out of the cab. Well, I'm not getting out of the cab. I'm Noodle Man. You can't even pick me up. And it took all 4 of us to basically drag him out of the cab and pick him up and carry him to the front door. We got him in the front door, and I'm like, okay, I stop here.
My responsibility is over.
Yeah, you guys, he's on your shoulders now. So, yeah.
Well, man, it's good to know that we're in good hands when you get to, because I've been in that state a few times. It'd be silly to say that we haven't. It's we got to thank you. I think that the town owes you a big thank you for getting us home. Because like I work in restaurants, like I think I could take responsibility for getting people there, and then getting them home is a whole nother journey. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
Sure.
Sometimes you're just like, all right, I got to cut it off, like he said. And then sometimes you're like, I have no idea how I got home.
And
and that's like,
and I know I've driven home a lot of people that'll wake up in the morning and
like, how did I get home?
Yeah.
big time.
I'm just glad I don't drive. I just walk home.
Yeah, don't do that. From my experience, it's a very expensive endeavor.
Well, I had one guy, he was a bartender in town, and it was years ago, but he's walking behind the Magpie, and it's like 3 a.m, and he's like doing the drunk shuffle where he does 2 steps, crashes into the wall of the Magpie.
Oh, yeah.
Goes forward again, goes 2 head straight down, not looking at anything, and I just pull up and I say, hey, buddy, just get in.
Yeah.
I know where he lives. Yeah, drive him home. You're home. Out he goes. No recollection. The next time I see him, like, I don't even mention it. It's like, didn't turn the meter on. It's like,
that's when I got a story that resembles this one. It's not a cab story, but it was a Circle K story. So when I first moved back to Banff after being in Ottawa for a while, obviously coming back, you're not used to the altitude. I blame it on the altitude. But I got crazy drunk, blacked out, and apparently I went into the Circle K or whatever the corner store was at the time, and I got like, you know, some munchies, like some chips or whatever, and like couldn't get my card to work or something like that. And apparently I was just like to the guy at the counter, was like, yeah, like it's cool. I'll come back tomorrow. Like, don't worry about it. And I just walked out with the stuff. Someone I knew was in the store while it happened, just bumped into me the next day and was like, yo, man, like, you got to go back to the Circle K. Ended up I did, went back, paid my tab plus some, but yeah, they were pissed.
No doubt.
Sure. Funny.
Oh.
I mean, I've walked out on tabs before accidentally. Like, you just have a few beers, you go for a smoke, and you forget that you didn't pay for your 3 pints. It's like, go back in there, and like, I would think it was at Brew Pub. I went back in, and they're like, hey, man, you want to settle up those couple beers from last night? I'm like, a couple beers. They're like, I'm like, I didn't pay my tab. They're like, no, you must have just went for a smoke and went home. It's like, nobody stopped me. They're like, oh, we just figured we'd see you tomorrow anyway. So it's like, smart.
So we gotta, we've all been there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For sure. So we gotta thank you for the discretion too, for not revealing any names, because that could get deep, especially on a live show. So being in taxi for 20 years, Mike, how do you feel it's changed? Like, I'm sure technology's changed. I'm sure the ridership or just people in Banff has changed. Dealing with the public has changed. What How's that been for you?
Maybe in the real world it's changed, but taxi in Banff has not changed. The only change is we've got the POS machines.
The electric,
right.
that's
Yeah,
it.
we still got the same meter, the same microphone, newer cabs.
Yeah.
So kind of if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of vibe.
Yeah, but we used to have to do the swipe thing and
Oh yeah, with the credit
write
cards.
it down.
I
and,
forgot
yeah.
about that. The old like swipe machine. I think they still have that in the States. Like I've talked to a few American tourists and they're like, yeah, like they just take your card to the back and like swipe it and then like write the shit down. And
Yeah,
then,
it's so
and they're
strange.
like, yeah, then you don't know like who's got your card. I'm like, fair enough. You just swipe whatever you want, man. Like,
Do you ever have any people that try to like dash on your cabs in Banff? Is that like a big thing?
No.
It's more a city thing, I would feel,
Yeah,
right?
I had one girl. She was just hammered. I dropped her off at Tunnel Mountain Resort, and I pulled up. She's like, I don't have my room key. I have to go into the front desk to get it. So she goes into the front desk, and I'm parked right there. She comes out, walks straight past me, straight to her room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
just
I'm
wasted and totally forgot about the cab.
Oh, I'm sure she was avoiding me. I'm banging on the door, no answer, and I just gave up.
What do you do in that situation? You just cop it on
we
the
write
chin,
it
or-
off. I mean, I told
yeah,
I told the dispatcher, yeah, we could call the cops for $8.
Yeah, but like
she's probably not going to answer the door for them either.
Yeah,
and it's,
fair.
Wild.
Whatever.
That's crazy. Do you remember your first day on the job?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it wasn't what I remember about my first day was I leave the taxi shop and I'm driving. I'm by the Voice, so I've made it to kind of the town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I hit the brakes and they just pump. They don't brake.
Oh man.
It's wintertime.
yeah.
And it's, snowy, icy out. It turns out it's the ABS that won't let the wheels lock.
Yeah.
They just pump.
Mhm.
Well, I'm thinking the brakes are dead.
Toast or
Oh,
something.
Right. Yeah. So I'm turning around the Voy to try and go back to the shop, and I get my first call. And I'm not about to say, oh, I got a cab with no brakes. I can't do the call. So I go do the call and then figure out the brakes do actually work. And yeah.
So it's probably best you didn't freak out and go back to the dispatch too early.
Yeah.
They were
So,
Maybe you just thought they're like, they're fucking with me. They gave me the fucked up cab. Now I got to go back there on your first day. It's like a hazing,
yeah. Well, no, I didn't think that. I worked for Vito for Banff Taxi, and all the cars were just crap. So, I mean, yeah, I was told they're all crap. They are all crap. Buyer beware. I used to write down the cars that I liked.
Nice.
And write down the cars that I didn't like. And when I got every day, you picked a different car or whatever was available. So
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
like, well, 71 is crap. I'm not taking that. 69 is crap. 73 is okay. Doesn't smell too bad. It's not propane. I'll take that.
I do the same thing with the golf carts at the course.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
what
know.
Well, maybe more last year, but this year
they're all
brand
new
new. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know which ones. How does it work? So I guess the taxi company just buys the cars, like buys the fleet, and then just hires you guys up as a driver. Or you guys
Right.
like,
We're just an employee.
just an employee?
Yeah,
Not like,
and the cab is completely theirs. So I
Okay.
mean, if I drove down Banff Avenue and it died, I just call dispatch and say it's dead.
yeah.
Get me another cab or get me back to the shop and call a tow truck or whatever.
For sure.
Depends where it's parked, but
Because yeah, I know in bigger cities they like contract out the taxi licenses, and then same thing with the vehicles. You can like rent a taxi
yeah.
vehicle and drive for someone else's license. Like it's a
Yeah,
huge
no, one guy owns all the licenses.
for sure. I think
Yeah.
it's much better that way. Like from a service standpoint,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys rule, man. Like the taxi company, I've never had a bad time. Definitely responsible for getting me home safe on multiple occasions. How do you like to unwind after a long shift, Mike?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
There
Nice.
you go.
Yeah, double whiskey and ginger.
What's your
That's-
favorite whiskey?
Well, buy either Crown Royal or Wiser's Deluxe. Nice. I like nice whiskey.
Nice.
Canadian stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
All Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, Canadian
man.
stuff. Man, so, Canada's got some banging whiskeys right now.
We're known for it, man. What would be your advice to future drivers or maybe young drivers that are just getting into the taxi game?
Oh, take it all with a grain of salt. Yeah, you got to have patience, and you got to just be able to just let things go. You know, like when I went home at night, I didn't fret about customer A or customer B that was rude or arrogant or whatever. It's behind me now, you know.
I think a short memory in that regard is a very good asset when you're dealing with the public, because
any job with the public
for sure.
Yeah,
even more so when people are consuming alcohol.
Yeah,
and it's like late night.
Well, it was like when I worked at the liquor store. Like, man, you'd see some just absolutely mangled people at like 1:45. It's like I'm closing in 15 minutes. Come in trying to buy like a 60-pounder of like vodka. I'm like, buddy, I can't sell you that right now. He's like, why? I'm like, you're absolutely mangled. And then they're just like, because it's no really funny when you're straight sober and like you're dealing with drunk people in public, because you're just like, buddy, I haven't had a beer today and you are mangled. Trust me. Like, it's all over your face, bud. He's like, well, what can I have? I'm like, not that.
I feel like alcohol's weird like that. Like most other substances, like say you have a puff, right? Like you kind of know when you've had enough. It's not like you've had a puff and you're like, no, I'm not puffed out. Or it's like, you know, others, like, you know what I mean? Like alcohol is one of the only ones where as you consume more of it, you're more like in denial about its effects on you. Yeah. Which is, it's a weird thing, right?
Just, if everybody else is drunk though, you don't notice. That's
true. Yeah.
But if you're the only wasted one,
like being a sober person, especially in crowds that are consuming alcohol, you can kind of see the vibe change and kind of like, I don't want to say tensions, but like the mood kind of starts going up throughout the night as people consume more and more. Yeah, for sure. Like less filtered and that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure, dude. Like
less filtered for sure.
Yeah, less filtered is a big one. Oh, Mike, have you ever heard of the Banff Canmore coupon book?
I have not.
So one of our new affiliates here, the Banff Canmore coupon book. We have the QR code down on the right-hand side of the screen. It's one of our new affiliates. We're gonna cut to the ad real quick if Matt's got it already.
Oh heck yeah!
We'll be back with you in just a couple seconds. We'll tell you a little bit more about it. Do you want to explore the Bow Valley like a local? Do you like saving your hard-earned money at the same time? So do we. That's why we teamed up with the Banff Canmore Digital Coupon Book. It's packed with deals on restaurants, activities, shopping, lodging, and much, much more. $30 initial investment will save you hundreds on deals all over town, so go grab yours today using our affiliate link available in our Instagram bio, or scan the QR code right on the screen to support your local podcast while exploring the place we all love and spending much less. Find that link in our bio on Instagram too. Helps us out, saves you money.
No doubt.
It's a win-win. It's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
I'd say. And then you can go support a bunch of local businesses too. So everybody wins.
No doubt.
Everybody wins. So Mike, when you're driving cab, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Well, everything. But I had, at the end there, I had 3 days. I worked 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So I had 3 days of music. So, Monday was jazz day. Tuesday was funky jazz day, and Wednesday was the blues.
Okay, nice.
That's so I had playlists for such
on a bit of a rotation.
Yeah.
Do you think having that much time to listen to music in the cab pushed you into wanting to DJ, or?
I don't think it was that. I think it's music is my life. Really,
Yeah.
You know, I listen to music all the time, and driving cab gave me the opportunity to listen to a lot of music.
For sure.
Really, at the beginning, I thought of I'd like to resurrect the Banff Center radio station.
Okay, awesome.
And have a jazz station. Years ago.
Okay.
I've since realized the amount of work and that would just they wouldn't go for it. But anyways, that's what I always had that in the back of my mind, because they actually had 2 radio stations.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I heard them on the radio.
Of course, right?
In the cab
Crazy, I
one
didn't know
day, and I'm like, I was scanning radio stations, and I come across this, and they're like, oh yeah, blah, 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 Banff Center. Like, oh my God. And they said, if you have requests, call this number. So I called them. And they're like, oh my God.
That's kind of sending.
So I requested a Sublime song, and next thing on the radio, we were just talking to Taxi Mike, and he's requested a Sublime song, and here it is. Psh.
Amazing.
Like, oh yeah, they got a radio station. So I'd always kept in the back of my mind, and I just love jazz. So yeah, it's I always thought,
Well, if
be
there's
something to work at, and then yeah, it's. As far as the DJ goes, I started, when COVID hit, I bought a bass guitar.
Cool.
Because I'm at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
So playing that, and of course, now I want to hear good bass guitarists.
Yeah.
And Spotify really changed my life.
How so?
Well, just the volume of music that I was exposed to.
For sure.
It's like...
And their Discover Weekly is like, it does a great job at curating stuff to your taste. I'm an Apple Music guy myself, and I feel that's where that platform lacks, is in the suggesting and exposing you to new
you
stuff.
gotta kind of know what it is. Like, they have charts, I guess, but
it's just not as good for discovering new stuff. Whereas like you go on to Spotify Discover Weekly, and every week you're getting tons of stuff that's kind of really tailored to your taste.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, and that was the thing. So now I'm playing bass, so I want to hear good bass players, and they're all jazz.
100%.
Most of them anyways. Yeah. And a lot of them play the funk, basically funky jazz.
I mean, that's where bass is highlighted the most, I'd say, right?
So that's how I'm starting to listen to this music, and I'm going, this would work at a nightclub.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, I couldn't go to a nightclub and play jazz.
True.
Everyone would be falling asleep, but this has got a good beat. So yeah, that's how I thought, this would work at a nightclub. And then Bunny Hops.
Yes.
Was playing. It was my birthday, and I'm like, I made a point of going down to see her play at High Rollers.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm drunk as a skunk, and I'm up there, and I'm talking to her, and I'm looking at all her gear, and I just kind of I'm saying to myself, okay, you're too drunk to be asking her questions about DJing and blah blah blah. So I ended the conversation there.
Yeah.
But then she did the
open decks?
Open decks.
Oh, yeah.
And I emailed her, and I says, call me crazy. Well, I want to give it a try.
Good for you.
She says, well, this one's all booked up, but the next one we'll put you in. So that was the start. Yeah, I mean, I don't take it serious. I'm not looking for full-time employment. It's just something fun to do.
No, but it's great to follow your passion and do what you want to do. Is that the first time you ever DJ'd?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any plans to keep going with it?
Well, I got a deck, playlists. Summer, nobody's hiring me. Everyone's so busy already, they don't need music to bring in customers. Is what I'm being told. And again, I've been so busy, I'm not really pursuing it.
Yeah, fair.
Trying
to enjoy some retirement.
Yeah, and I'm trying to enjoy summer too. So
good
point. Once everything cools down, then I can look at that a little more.
I feel like that's a pretty uniquely Banff thing. Like, the restaurants and the venues that are primarily doing the DJs and the live music stuff are just packed in the summer, so they don't need to spend extra money on having acts in their venues. Like,
true.
Yeah,
it makes sense, I guess. But
yeah,
who are some of your favorite artists? Like, it doesn't have to be DJing, just in general.
Oh, I'm bad for names, but I mean, I'm from the 60s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all old classic rock, like Jimi Hendrix, Rolling Stones. My friends were heavily into the blues too, so
Cool.
I was exposed to the blues very early. And I'm a musician. I played trombone in school.
Nice.
So I listened to those kind of bands like Chicago and,
I think funk
bands
and
with
bass,
horn sections and
Cool.
jazz, heavy on the jazz, just because I like talented musicians. And,
For sure.
like Al Di Meola, super great guitarists, John McLaughlin, Stanley Clark,
right on.
anyone
jazz
with
is good.
real talent. And most
Yeah.
musicians that perform live have good talent. Jazz musicians are on a whole new level
Oh yeah.
and are like in the hierarchy of musicians, they're still at the bottom. So,
I think part of that comes from maybe just like the attitude of jazz and not chasing that like stardom. I don't know. There's something about those jazz musicians
They
that's
seem
just
so
like,
laid back and like chill.
well,
Yeah,
they're just
it's
into
about
the music.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all. It should be about the music.
They're not trying to get a million views on Instagram. Like,
man, we were just around like Folkfest is the same. Like musicians are so cool to hang out with. Like everyone's so nice in the music scene for the most part.
even the metal scene, man. Like some of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet are just like in the filthiest heavy metal bands. It's just hilarious. Like, I don't know. I've never met like a major dickhead in any of the bands I played with over like 20 years.
Someone said, I saw this post one time and it was like, metalheads are more like hippies and hippies are more like metalheads in the sense that like you meet a hippie and you think that they would be like really nice and welcoming and all that, but they're usually like pretty gatekeepy and kind of condescending if you're not kind of on their level. And then like the metalheads, you would think the opposite, where they would be kind of mean and gatekeepy, but they're actually like super nice and welcoming.
Yeah. That's
It's like a funny kind of dichotomy in that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the website a little bit, Mike. TaxiMike.com. When did you start the website?
2003.
2003. So a pioneer in online marketing as far as Banff, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure, dude.
What sparked the idea?
Well, I'm a graphic designer by trade.
Okay.
Nice.
Worked at a print shop for too long.
Yeah.
And the owner of the print shop gambled the company away.
Oh, Christ.
Damn.
So
That's one way to do it.
there,
Jeez.
so there I am, unemployed. I got to decide: do I go to the city and get a real job, or do I stay in Banff and enjoy life?
Yeah.
And I knew I could be a cab driver. I already had my Class 4 license, and so I went down and got a job. And I'm sitting in the cab one day, doing nothing, and thinking about, what could I do with my life and everything, and thinking about two friends in particular, both successful businessmen, Jonathan with Discover Banff Tours and Jason with the Banff Airporter. And the thing about them is they already had their market. Like Jonathan did info books for the British ski tours, and realized that they had nothing to do other than ski, and thought, well, I'll start a tour company. And I have all these British tour companies come and bring in skiers here, and I'm doing these info books for them. I'll just advertise there and, get all this business. And the Banff Airporter, they could get... Nobody was doing airport runs back then other than Brewster.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And Brewster was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
You had to go down to the depot, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, one of the guys worked at the Banff Park Lodge and knew everyone at the Banff Springs Hotel, as he was a bellman, and knew that he could get Banff Springs Hotel customers as airport customers and the Banff Park Lodge customers as
significant amount.
Yeah.
Those two.
So they leased a couple of vans for the summer to do this, to check it out, and it just exploded. And so I'm sitting in the cab going, well, what's my market? And I'm like sitting in the cab
Yeah.
going, friggin' everyone.
Yeah.
Like all the tourists, all the locals.
The tourists are coming to you and you're getting interaction with them.
And so I thought, well, what do I know? I used to typeset all the menus for all the restaurants in town.
Oh, cool.
And so I knew all the restaurants, all the owners, not to mention that I drank at all the bars.
Yeah, exactly.
And, back then it was all about happy hours or drink special nights. Every bar had their own special.
That's right.
Well, it still kind of is. Like every bar has their big night.
Yeah. Well, it's different now. But back then, it was a lot more segregated.
Fair.
But I thought, well, I'll come up with this. I'll just publish it. I won't talk to anybody. I'll just publish it. Here's best for breakfast. Here's best for lunch, dinner, everything. And
was that just your personal choice of who you thought was the best?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I'd been in town 10 years.
Yeah.
Plus, I did all the menus and knew all the people and knew where everyone kind of slotted into their place in the order of the town,
Because I always kind of wondered that if like people were paying for the top spot or like, I love it. It's just your opinion.
First I put it out there and it worked because I told the truth. These guys are good for dinner. These guys are good for breakfast because I knew that, and the one rule I learned really early in Banff was you take care of the locals, they take care of you.
Big time.
And so thus the happy hour and special section started it was a paper dining guide to begin with, plus a website, but the website was just a scan of the paper thing. And the happy hour and drink specials was about that big. And I even had room for like a half-page ad on the back section.
Yeah.
That's how small it was.
Cool.
And it just grew from there. And, well, back in the day, every bar had their day. Like, the Rose was Sunday. I think it was Tommy's Monday. Mel's was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Barbary Coast was Thursday. But then it started to break down to, so-and-so is doing beer at this time on this day, and then these guys. So all of a sudden it started to expand.
Just grew and grew and grew as more people started kind of
doing more specials.
Yeah, for sure.
But my spot in the dining guide, in the paper guide, stayed the same.
Okay.
So the print got smaller and thinner and smaller and thinner, and then I had to punt the ad.
Yeah.
And then now it's taken up the whole back panel.
Yeah.
And it's still getting smaller and thinner and
adding more and more over the years. That's awesome, man. I gotta what a great idea.
No doubt.
To just bring it all into one place.
Like everybody knows about it. Like everybody's seeing the yellow flyers around, like the pamphlets. Like you can't miss it, dude. Like
and then online, that's how everyone started hitting the website.
For sure.
Because it was always just the paper guide that was what I charged for. Like, because restaurants paid me to put them in there. I still put them in. Like, if they paid me, I put them higher up the list.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. But I'm also marketing all higher up on the list already. So,
did you have more success with the paper version or with the online version?
Well, I only pushed the paper version.
Yeah.
And the online version just came along with.
After.
And then it just got too expensive. And so I punted the paper version and just went with the online version.
Amazing.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. And it's, it's more environmentally friendly. And I find, a lot of people have followed suit because I do the QR codes. So now you see, instead of the pamphlets, you're seeing more QR codes for
everybody that has like.
Yeah, we got one on this one. I mean, I've always kind of seen you as ahead of the curve when it came to that online marketing in Banff.
Well, there was nothing else. There's nobody else doing it. Like, there's nobody else that was just making a list of like the best spots, like with the best deals in town. And you figure out pretty quick when you move here, you want to go out to eat for dinner. You're going to be a little more pricey than going down to Taco Bell. So
You're going to want to save some money, that's for sure.
yeah, so it just I mean, I can see how it would catch on.
Well, and the beauty of it is all word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people search it on Google or whatever and get there that way. But I think 90% of the people that get there got
Just from
there
the
by
website.
word of mouth, especially for the
It's true,
specials
though.
page.
Yeah, that's how I found out about it. Somebody's like, "Oh, you ever seen Taxi Mike's?" I'm like, "What?"
So
They're
this is
like,
actually
"Yeah."
a question that I cut, but I feel like it's kind of fitting in our conversation right now. Have you ever found yourself at a moment, like maybe sitting at a bar or something, where someone mentions your website to you? Like, hey, like, oh, like, you ever heard Taxi Mike, or you ever like overhear it at the bar or something like that?
Nobody's ever said that to me, but I've been at the bar and the bartender will come over and go, "Oh, these guys over here just said, oh, Taxi Mike told us to come
Yes!
here,"
Nice.
and stuff like that. And it happened at Tommy's one day.
Amazing.
People had come in and said, "Oh, Taxi Mike says you're the cheapest. You're part of the cheap drinks in town."
Let's go.
And Tommy's just beaming. Of course, I'm on the other side of the post,
Just going.
and Tommy's like, "Yeah, this beer's on me." Yeah,
Nice.
A little kickback, for your local support.
yeah.
Hey, it doesn't hurt, man.
What do you think is more powerful? Well, we kind of talked about it, word of mouth or a click online. It would definitely be word of mouth, right? Like,
Well, that's what's established Taxi Mike. And the volume of visitors puts me high up on the list. I
For sure,
figured that out right at the very beginning. Because, like I said, I had a scan of the paper guide on there, and I kind of faked links to every spot. But at the very bottom, I put all the text in of what's in there.
Oh, smart.
Because that's what Google looks at.
yeah.
So, right away, like, I didn't have to pay anyone to be top of the list. It just
Came naturally.
Yeah.
And then kind of snowballed, like kept you there.
Yeah.
Like, that's so
Yeah,
crazy.
Well,
Once-
just think about
yeah.
how many visitors we have through town in a year. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
even if like a third of those people click on the website to see what's up, like, you're gonna start doing pretty well pretty quick.
Because
Yeah.
people pay big money for that now, like
For
to be at the top.
SEO?
And, yeah,
Oh, big
SEO
time.
is like
Oh,
it's its
big
own.
time.
It's developed into its own business now, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty crazy.
Well, it's funny. I hired a guy who was going to redo the website.
yeah.
And he's going, "Oh, we're going to do database and blah, blah, blah." And then he comes to me like a month later and he says, "Oh, we got to do this SEO stuff."
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "Well, it's kind of already pretty solid." He says, "Oh, no, there's websites on how to do it and blah, blah, blah." And so I went into my host company
Yeah.
and said, "What's my SEO score?" 96 out of 100.
It's like, I
I
think I'm
says,
doing
"Well,
just fine.
we can improve 4%."
Yeah.
But I think we're solid.
100%, right?
Yeah, no
well,
doubt.
not 94%, but I mean, or 96. But yeah, it's crazy. I almost feel it can be kind of scammy too, right? Like, how do you prove? I don't know. It just seems scammy because I get those advertisements all the time, like improve your SEO, blah, blah, blah. Because obviously,
Yeah.
There is a lot to it, but I mean,
for
you
sure.
can do it yourself.
for sure.
But it's all. It's like you got to gear your words to your product
Yeah.
Right.
for your customers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, for my website, all the words are already there.
For sure.
So I don't have to gear nothing to nobody. It's an info site.
Yeah,
Like
Right.
you don't go there to buy something, you go there for information.
Mhm.
And that's the beauty of it. It's free,
That's it. I think
Yeah.
anytime you're kind of offering stuff for free, people obviously
Oh, they're
right,
gonna be
are-
way more into
are
that than
flocking to it.
yeah.
for
Then if you had
sure.
to pay
There
like
was a guy that wrote a
$5.
book on me, on
Oh, really?
my
Really?
advertising technique.
What's it called?
Geez, I
Sorry
can't
to put you on the
remember.
spot. But the book was about like your online marketing. And
Well, he called it, what did he call it? It was like extra advertising.
okay,
So, say Canadian Tire, they sell products, right?
Yeah.
Well, if they offer how to build a shed on their website, it's free to the customer, but it brings in customers, and maybe they'll come in and buy the material.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he wrote this book thinking that I had produced this dining guide to hand out to everyone in my cab so they would call me as a cab driver to come pick them up. So he thought I'm doing this extra
Yeah.
to bring in more cab business. And when they actually phoned me to interview me, oh, no, the restaurants pay me for this. Oh, well, he's already written the book. It's like...
oh, it was already done, so you couldn't even backtrack if you wanted to.
No.
Oh, that's great.
Well, and then he even did a thing at, I think it was the Banff Park Lodge for the Tourism Bureau. They bring in guest speakers. And he came in and did a guest speaker thing, and he's got my pamphlet.
And he totally missed the concept.
Yeah, everyone. Well, I mean, it's a good concept.
Yeah.
But he thought about my concept.
Your specific concept. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Wild stuff.
Content marketing. That's what he called it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Just got it completely wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean,
definitely not.
Well, and though, if you read the book, he makes a lot of sense. And like I say, it's for companies to be able to add extra to bring in more people.
For sure.
Maybe it's not something they're selling. It's free. Like I say, how to build a shed, how to, fix your toilet.
It's like marketing without directly marketing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of the influencer space is filled with that. Like a lot of YouTube channels that are like, I don't know, house renovations. Like you mentioned, like building a shed or anything that's like, hey, we're doing this. And then people get inspired to go and do their own projects.
Yeah.
It's like a secondary marketing inception. You know what I mean?
True.
Anyways,
marketing
very
inception.
interesting stuff. Mike, you've been in town, how long? You said since 1993, so a long time. What role do you think like long-term locals have as far as preserving Banff's identity? And do you think we're doing a good job at it?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, the identity, well, when I moved to Banff was magical. It was a beautiful town. Not that it's not now, but it's just gotten so commercial. Back then it was, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Everyone was friendly. Everyone was nice. And it's just, over the years, it's just deteriorated to a big cash grab. That's my humble opinion.
Wow.
And the core people are still here, but we're losing them every year.
It's becoming more and more difficult.
And the ones that are coming here now, a lot of them, they're the entitled ones.
As far as like the kids that are coming to move to town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've, I don't want to speak bad of them, but, a lot of them haven't worked. They don't know what hard work is.
Big time.
They're here to party. And I mean, like, we all like to party, but it's work hard, play hard,
Oh, for sure.
But it's not play hard. Oh, I'll get to work if I feel like it.
Yeah. Do you think that has anything to do with like the barrier to entry of Banff has gone significantly higher? Like before anyone could kind of come here and get a job and make a home, whereas now you would kind of need some reserves in the bank and a significant budget to stay here?
I don't know. I guess I don't have an opinion on that. But, I mean, it's very tough to just move here, get a place, and get a job.
For sure.
I mean, you got to move here. Well, you got to get a job with Staffcom, and then you can move here. That's kind of how it works now. Back before, even it was tough in the old days to get a place to live. I used to work at the newspaper at one point. And so back then it was all cut and paste. And so the paper came out on Wednesday, but we would start printing it on like Monday, Tuesday, doing the negs and everything like that. So I had access to the classified ads like 2 days before it came out. And any friend that's looking for a place said, oh, You know, again, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back.
What a nice little hack back in the day, for sure.
Yeah, and one girl that I gave her a nod that, call this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, they hit it off and they became roommates. But when she first called him, he's like, well, how did you know I was, I just heard. He says, well, no, you couldn't have heard because I just posted it in the newspaper and I work at the newspaper. She's like, well, my friend Mike works at the newspaper too. And he's like, there we go.
Check is up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, man, it's insane. Like to find a place here now, it's like, good luck is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I've kind of been exploring this concept. I don't think I've brought it up on the show before, but it's like at what point does like, say your minimum wage job, say if you're like housekeeper at a hotel making absolute minimum wage, at what point does it become too expensive where that wage cannot afford to live here anymore? Like I think we're flirting with that.
Close. I think it's pretty close,
like,
man.
You know what I mean?
If I'd go back to minimum wage, you'd have to work like 2 jobs.
So like, at what point does that barrier to entry become so high that like minimum wage of workers can't afford to live here anymore?
I don't know, man. It's getting pretty close. Like even a 1-bedroom, you're looking like probably 16 to $2,000.
Yeah.
And a 2-bedroom, you're probably looking like 2 to like 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like
more than that.
Yeah, big time. And then that's like half you. If you're making minimum wage, that's pretty much what you're gonna get in a month.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to have staff con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so you say like we're not really preserving Banff's identity. What are some of the ways you think that we could do that a bit more collectively as a town?
Not really sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one, eh?
Yeah. It's I mean, individually we all promote Banff as much as we can.
For sure.
But it's the whole overall experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's no park fees this summer, but there's always been park fees.
Yeah.
Now you got to pay for parking. You go to a hotel, it's like $400 a night for a 3-star hotel. That's
minimum.
like the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
You want something nice, $600, $700, $800. You're going out for a meal, a burger, $25 for a burger.
Yeah,
I remember when the first $25 burger came into town, and it was like back then, a burger was $12. It was like $25. I'll never pay. But it comes with poutine. Yeah, well, still $25.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now you can't. Well, I'm sure you can get a burger for under $25, but
McDonald's.
Well, preserving Banff's identity is a big reason why we do this show, and talking to guys like you and people that we've had, like past guests. Like, I feel like we want your opinions and we want to know what your thoughts are and how things are going, because especially moving into the municipal election in the fall, the ball's kind of in our court as far as townspeople.
Right.
And where this is going to go. We had input on the town community plan that just wrapped up a couple weeks ago. I just think if we're not having these conversations, they kind of fall between the cracks, right? And
fair enough.
We got to talk to people that have been here long before us to learn more about it, right? Like, your perspective is one that's important, I think. So thank you so much for sharing with us, I should say. Before we go, what's the biggest life lesson that Banff has taught you?
It's you work to play.
Work hard, play hard.
No, make sure you have time to play.
Okay.
Because there's, especially in the cab, so many people, I'm on day 14. I'm on day 21. I get 1 day off this month, or, 1 day off this week. Well, it's summer. You got to enjoy yourself.
Sure.
And I don't want to speak bad of the employers, but they don't look at it that way. It's
Definitely
like
not.
you ask for Monday or Friday off, you're working Monday or Friday. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, they'll give you Tuesday because that's a bad day. They are a slow day. They'll give that to you off. Yeah.
I'd say we're pretty lucky at our place of
Oh, big
work to
time.
be quite flexible when it comes to enjoying the summer. But yeah, great advice. If you're out there and you're feeling work to the bone, I think one way that I get to feel rejuvenated in the summer is getting out and enjoying some of these beautiful places that are right on our doorstep. You know,
No
So
doubt.
Yeah.
You gotta have time. You gotta make
Banff
time
is-
for yourself, man.
Banff is beautiful.
it's true. Like
That's mostly why a lot of us are here.
for sure.
Or what drew us here.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's easy to forget that when you're wrapped up in the busyness and the tourism and trying to make ends meet. That, you know, my advice to everyone out there is if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by the summer, find a place, you know, that's quiet by the river and enjoy some nature. It might make you feel better. You know?
No doubt. No doubt.
Well, thank you so much, Mike, for coming in and chatting with us. That's all the time we have for today.
That was
My
great.
pleasure.
This was
Thanks
great.
for inviting me.
Hey,
Yeah,
anytime.
That was good.
It was awesome. You did fantastic. Welcome back anytime. If you ever have any projects, make sure you let us know your next gigs, and we can let all our listeners know where to come catch you next. All right.
Yeah.
If it is your first time listening, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Don't be weird. Just it's
Yeah,
easy.
it's literally.
Yeah.
I'm backwards here. It's right down here somewhere.
Yeah, doesn't cost you
Real
nothing.
close.
Helps us out tremendously, so we would appreciate it, and we thank you so much if you have been following us. Yeah, plenty more episodes to come.
Hells yeah.
Plenty more. Stay tuned. We'll be announcing our next guests probably in the next couple of days. We're organizing with them. Some more locals coming on this week. We got to give a big thanks to our sponsor, Drink Shaft. Big shout out to the Rose and Crown. Go pick up some drink shafts at Townhouse Liquor. They got the non-alcoholic one too. Gets you right fired up.
Dude, they get you right fired up.
Right fired up. Well, that's all the time we got for today. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And like every